everyone. We've got 25-mile-an-hour winds blowing out at Wrigley. Let's go for our MLB Prop show. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville. We've got your top MLB props for today, plus home run calls of the day, which, by the way, we cashed it yesterday on Gunnar Henderson. Even though I was not here, Tyler, you held it down and gave out my pick for the home run calls. 1-1 yesterday in the prop bets, I am told, but band is back together today for this Tuesday. As I said at the top of the show, wind is blowing out at Fenway. Not at Fenway, at Wrigley, rather. And that's always a good thing, right?
It is. It's definitely some hitting weather in good old Wrigley.
And yesterday on the show, I was not here. Tyler held it down, so thank you for doing that. I was obviously out because I was given a bereavement day after that Knicks loss to the Pacers. And some of you guys actually had some pretty funny comments that, yes, I saw them. Someone said, Matt said, of course Shannon is somewhere crying because the Knicks lost. So, of course, she's not in any condition to do the show. DeMac Lyon, looks like Shannon got injured in the Knicks game, too, since she's not here. She is allowed a day off morning. Thank you. And Sean Johnson, 5439 says, thanks for holding us down, Tyler, while Shannon is in the infirmary with the rest of the Knicks. Woof, was that pretty awful. I mean, by the end of that series, our team just totally decimated, couldn't quite hang on anymore. I've already moved on. We had a day off yesterday to get my head straight. The tears were shed. No, just kidding. Happy for the Knicks. Great season and all, considering how many players we ended up losing out on. Any thoughts on that, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of surprising you guys made it as far as you did with all the injuries. Brunson just put everybody on your back. Well, yeah. I mean, you can't short what Hart did or DiVincenzo. Both of them played very, very well down the stretch, but Brunson was definitely spectacular.
Villanova Knicks got it done. Couldn't quite get him there to play the Celtics, but this is the first time ever I'll be rooting for the Celtics. Pacers,
gross.
Woof, can't do it. Sorry, people. I know. But you know what? Who I'm actually rooting for? Of course, we got a Georgia Bulldogs in the mix, Anthony Edwards. So I'll just maybe root for the T-Wolves. What do you think? That's pretty good logic.
Yeah,
former Georgia Bulldog.
You know, T-Wolves are like plus 270 to win it all right now. I think it's a little interesting.
Not a bad bet. All right.
No.
Well, let's talk about MLB action for today. Of course, the picks are available. Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. If you don't have those apps, download them. Use the promo code LineStar for $100 if your first deposit match. And that Props AI tool on the LineStar app has been helping us out this season. Cash those prop bets. Plus, our MLB Dinger Report tells you who's most likely to hit a bomb every single day on this show. We'll get into the home run calls later in the show. But for right now, we're going into props. Tyler, who are you going with today in the prop game?
I got to go with Aaron Brooks under 4.5 Ks at minus 115. Our LineStar projection is 2.7. This is a guy that has a 6.88 K per 9 rate in the minors. He's given up a 331 career BABIP in the minors. He is just not a very good major league pitcher. Those numbers will surely go down for the K rate, up for the BABIP in the major leagues. And the only thing that is going against them in this spot is that Colorado strikes out at 27% versus righties. However, they have been better in the short term, and they're down to 25%. But regardless, I think that it's going to be very hard for Aaron Brooks to get 5+ Ks.
Well, I think the pitchers at Wrigley Field are going to have a tough day today, so I'm going with some hitters props at Wrigley Field. Don't mind putting together a little ticket with just some hitters at Wrigley for today, considering winds are blowing out at 25 miles an hour, which means it's probably going to play out like a home run derby over there. So for the first pick, I'm going with Michael Busch over 0.5 bases, minus 120 in your sports books. LineStar's projection is 1.2. He's been over nearly 60% of the time this season. And I know he has been rather cold, just a 208 average in May. However, this is still a lefty bat with a lot of power, an 811 OPS versus righties. That's actually a top 30% hitter against righties. And today he's going up against Atlanta righty Charlie Morton, who's giving up a 770 OPS to lefty bats. So that's above average. And when you look at Michael Busch and his numbers, even though the average not quite there recently, he still has a 211 ISO, which tells me the power's there. And if he can just get the barrel on the ball today, man, that is going to fly out of Wrigley Field today. So I like Michael Busch over 0.5 bases. Any bonus for us today, Tyler?
I do have a bonus. I guess I just have a couple. I'm going to throw out a wild kind of lotto parlay that I did play, which was Michael Busch. It was Michael Busch for a home run plus 2 RBIs, Cody Bellinger for a home run plus 2 RBIs, and then Marcell Ozuna home run 2 RBIs. It's like plus 30,000. So $100 turns into 30,000. Wild parlay.
Nice.
Make sure if you play that, if you tail it, please do not play very much. The likelihood of it hitting is very small, but we do have very warm weather and decent hitting spots with 25-mile-an-hour winds. It's the only reason I am playing such a wild lotto parlay, but I do like it. My real bonus one was Brandon Pfaadt under 17.5 outs, plus 100. LineStar's at 16.2. Consensus projection 15.5. Look, this Dodger offense is hitting extremely well. They're very good. And 31 plate attempts versus Pfaadt. They're hitting 483 off him.
All right, for my pick. Now, what you could do is do a little parlay with all the Wrigley guys, like I was saying, but you could do also Marcell Ozuna over 1.5 bases. That's minus 135, and LineStar is projecting Ozuna for 2.8. He's been on fire, 1042 OPS the last 7 days, and he's actually 2 for 5 against Chicago Cubs righty Javier Assad today. So Ozuna's in a good spot. You could look at Matt Olson as well. For some other games to look at, I also like Joey Loperfido. I know we went to him on Friday and he only had 2 at-bats, got taken out, but if you were playing on Underdog Fantasy, you were rescued on that pick, so they bailed us out with that one. But he's been incredible since he's been up. Over 0.5 bases seems really good to me. LineStar's projection 1.3. He's been over the 7 of the last 10, 75% of the time since he's been up this season. This is a lefty bat, 324 average against righties today, facing the Angels righty Griffin Canning, who's given up a nearly 300 average to lefty bats. Plus, you've also got that Angels bullpen that has struggled. They're 28th. So, like Loperfido's spot for today. And I also like David Fry, Cleveland Guardians. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Not a bad spot for him, too. And he's been cruising over this line all season, 73% of the time, over 8 of the last 10. And he's got a 455 average over the last 7 days, a top 5 exit velocity over the last 2 weeks, 292 average against right-handed pitching over the course of the season. And today facing Mets righty Adrian Hauser, who's giving up a nearly 300 average to righty bats, so not a bad spot there as well. So going to just give you all the picks, and you guys make your own informed decisions. Again, check out the LineStar app. The Props AI tool can help you dominate the prop betting game, whether you're playing Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. Make sure to use that promo code LineStar for up to $100 if your first deposit match. And do us a huge favor if you can right now. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. A comment enters you into the Prop Bets contest. If we go 2 for 2 on our main picks for today, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. And just to remind everyone, today's picks, we are going with Aaron Brooks under 4.5 strikeouts, Michael Busch over 0.5 bases. Let's send that ticket on Underdog Fantasy and win some money for today. Let us know if you are tailing in the comments. Now it's time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Tuesday? We've got a lot of favorable weather conditions across the country, but where are you headed?
And I got to take advantage of some of this weather. Cody Bellinger plus 320 to hit a bomb. LineStar has him at a 16.3% chance. He has 21 plate attempts versus Morton. He is hitting 389 off of them with a 278 ISO. Now he has 0 home runs, but that high ISO number tells me it's probably coming. Meanwhile, Bellinger has a 380 ISO versus right-handed pitching over the last 20 games. I think a belly bomb is happening today.
I think that is highly likely. I am going to actually the Oakland A's today. Shea Langeliers at a bomb for plus 420. LineStar's projection 14.4% chance of a bomb today. Langeliers has 10 on the season. And he's got one of the highest ISOs on the slate for today against the handedness of the pitching matchup today. 374 ISO against righties this season. That's the 3rd highest. And a top 20% in barreled balls and exit velocity over the last 2 weeks. Plus, facing Colorado righty Cal Quantrill, who's giving up the third highest hard contact percentage this season. Also, the Colorado bullpen, 26 against righty bats. So Langeliers in a good spot today for a home run, plus 420. Don't mind that as well. But Tyler, I am really looking forward to seeing how many home runs are hit today at Wrigley Field. That's, I think, the most favorable conditions we've had for a baseball game that I've seen, at least. The run total there is 11 for today. 85 degrees, 25-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Might be a fun day to just put together a couple different players for home runs. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think these type of games, you kind of got to get aggressive on sometimes and go for some long shot parlays.
Yeah. And again, check out that MLB Dinger report on the LineStar app. It's a great tool that helps us out. In fact, on Friday, I put together a ticket with every day I'm putting together a ticket of LineStar's top 2 home run calls for the day in terms of what LineStar's projection for a home run is. And I cashed on Friday. It was awesome. So make sure to check it out. And it's linestarapp.com, and the MLB Dinger report is what you're looking for there. And do us a huge favor again, like this video, comment below. You're in it to win it, $50 if we hit both of our props for today. Let us know if you're tailing on any of our home run calls. And I will take condolences still after the Knicks loss. Please drop them below. As you know, I read your comments on trolling me on the Knicks this season. I see you guys. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, a profitable one. Good luck in all your prop betting endeavors. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good luck, guys. See you.